Hey guys, it's Elliot here. Check out this camper van I built. Okay, so this is a cargo van, Transit 250. You don't really see any modifications from the outside with the exception of this aftermarket window with the slider and the screen. I've got the reflector insulators in. These are kind of started with a store-bought reflector with Thinsulate glued to that and ripstop nylon and magnets and things glued to the rest of it and then stitched around the outside, so it's kind of homemade. I've got a bench seat from another Transit that's bolted into the floor. I put a cover on it. It's a Cabela's bench seat cover with the middle cut out and restitched and then cut out around these seatbelt retractors. Also, I put some PVC quarter round molding glued to the floor and sealed in with the ripstop nylon and Thinsulate beneath to kind of help seal off water and junk getting down into the floor where the seat rails are bolted to the floor. So I didn't put a lot of holes in the van for fear of rust. I did put 4 holes in to bolt that seat rails in. Obviously I put a hole in to put the window in, and then a 5-inch hole in the back floor for the air conditioning exhaust, which you can see the top of the air conditioner / heater here. This is a cabinet I made which has a small sink with a cover, some storage under here, and the sink drains out the back. Let's see, what else do we have? We've got this standard ice chest with a tabletop, and it's got, this wooden thing, something else I'll explain in a second. So the cooler's got plywood on the bottom and casters, so it can come out and function as a table like this, and open it up to get to the cooler, but it's also the top of a lower bunk. There's room for a little toilet underneath there. Stow that away, pull that out, and let's see what else. Queen size bunk up on a platform, some cubby hole cabinets on this side, and then the pocket organizers on the other side. Those have been handy. The 12-volt fan up here, just a standard marine cabin fan. Covered those foam blobs with gray upholstery gray headliner material, and yeah, insulated the heck out of the van. It's removed the front headliner, put Thinsulate and the butyl rubber up there. I went crazy with the butyl rubbers, the Noiko sound deadener. I used a lot of 2 big packs of Havelock wool, and yeah, Thinsulate for some of the doors, because it's easy to glue the scrim of the Thinsulate to the doors and vertical structures that move around. And let me set this camera down here so you can kind of see the idea behind this double bunk. So we wanted to have room for 4 people to sleep. So this folds down, and one of these 4-inch foam pads can be brought forward So now you can see what the upper bunk space looks like. And similarly, for the lower bunk, though not a lot of headroom, so one of the afterthought things was to bring some additional space in with a platform extension, which is what this box is for. I'll set the camera down again and set this up. So generally the idea is you slide the mattress and now you've got more space where somebody could sit up, or at least they've got some headroom at the head of the bed, not so much for the rest of the bed. And let's go take a look at the back. Check this out. So again, this is for 4 people, so one of the key features is storage for 4 bikes. I've got a slide out rack. Set this down for a second. Slide the bike rack out. So you kind of get a view of what the storage area looks like back there. And you know, that's good for stuff that you don't really need to get easy, quick access to. Folding chairs, extra blankets, canopy, whatever. You can see the back of the air conditioner, and this black is an insulated plastic duct. And it goes through the floor here. I've got a 5-inch dust collector vent there that can be opened. So that's the open position. And you can see the red line is the condensate line for the air conditioner heater unit. The other one on top of the wheel well is the drain line of the sink. I use a lot of this 5mm plywood, and I use that for the wheel wells. So there's the Noiko sound deadener and thinsulate on the wheel wells, and then the plywood on top. Over here you can see I've got a 12-volt battery. Nothing fancy, just a single battery for the lights and the fan. Battery charger, and then all the wiring for the 12-volt stuff over there. This is the AC side. We got the 4-circuit breakers. It's wired up for 30 amp service. And yeah, just a, you know, heavy duty slides for the bikes. Use these pocket organizers are real handy. They're already loaded with stuff. Just did the stick-on lights for the garage. And what else? So I use the existing hole in the bottom here for the 30 amp connection. Open that up, and you can see the where the condensate and the sink drain can drain out. And then over here, let me find it. Oh yeah, here's our 5-inch AC/heater exhaust, where that comes out. So for that to work, you really need to have another window open, and that's where the screen door comes in handy. But I've also got these, in case it's raining and I don't want to open the sliding door window, I've got these aftermarket pieces on the front windows so that we could crack those and bring air in that way. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Yeah, I've still got a few little finishing touches to do with some of the columns where there's exposed metal, but Yeah, we did take it out camping, and everything seemed pretty good. These lights, I just bought a couple extra ones on eBay, and it was already wired for those, so I just popped them in. They're kind of handy to have, you know, if you're working back here and at night. Those just offer some lights. Of course, you know, when the doors are open, then they're on a timer and they shut off. But yeah, and then, you know, the van came with the extra speakers, which I installed. You can see the gray grills, and then some 12-volt ports. I've got the double 12-volt dimmer set up, right? So 4 lights on one dimmer circuit in the front, 4 in the back. That's really working out great. And yeah, that's about it. No other major mods planned right now. It's just, you know, trying to make some storage and accessibility of items a little easier. Probably gonna add some more cup holders in around the bench seat, and some storage pouches and things on the seat cover, and then should be pretty good.